Hi, and welcome to another video on the phony psychologist. One thing that I noticed about some of her recent videos is that she's been calling herself a psychoanalyst. It has to be said and noted that not all psychoanalysts are psychologists. Some are clinical social workers. So I just want you to see, to have a look at this before we move on with the video. So here we have our charming psychologist, and let's see what she's got to say in this video that she's entitled, "They Took Lilibet. Why? Lies Surrounding the Girl." Okay, let's get on with it.
And of course, they've turned up to the Bob Marley film premiere in Jamaica. And of course, there is, well, I mean, we can expect that there is a bit of an uproar about this. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this first.
Please
before I
do.
get into the Lilibet nickname. So this might be a slightly longer video than what I'd planned.
Nobody
so if
cares.
you don't want to watch this bit. Behaving like royals, and of course we get the puff piece. The first thing I kind of noticed is that a lot of the media have, again, they're almost acting as if they're royals, behaving like royals.
What does she not understand about Harry, whose father is now King Charles III? What does she not understand about that?
And of course we get the puff pieces, nothing really negative. And I generally don't know why they're not being called out on things, why things are not being picked apart. It just seems that it's kind of left to us YouTubers to do that, because I don't know where journalism has gone.
I'm sorry, but I just don't understand how she's got the absolute gall to try and judge other people who are actually paid to be journalists, and just because they're not slagging off Harry and Meghan doesn't mean that they're not true journalists. Not everybody is filled with hate, Missy. That's one thing you need to realise.
So of course they've turned up, and what like I say, I'm noticing straight away is that she's heavily got the fake tan on, and I do not attack her appearance.
How dare she question somebody else's ethnicity?
Attack the clothing. I notice things, like if I might notice that I don't feel that something is that is particularly great for her figure, I might mention that, but very rarely.
I'm sure she'd be delighted to hear what you've got to say. Insinuating that she tans is so insulting. And I'm going to play this a little bit more so that you can see what she has to say about this and how it's just unbelievable, the hate that she has for Meghan.
But I do say that I notice that whenever she seems to be around people of colour, she seems to go heavy on the tan.
That is absolutely disgusting. And this is another reason why I shall continue to call out this person, because I believe she's racist. Meghan's mother is an African-American woman. So Meghan is mixed race. So to say that she, in effect, blacks up to fit in with people of colour, with other people of colour, is absolutely disgusting. I need to find another word other than disgusting. I mean, I think what she tries to do is to imply that Meghan is inauthentic. You have to be very careful, Missy, especially when you're talking about the colour and tone of somebody's skin. Shame on you.
And she also seems to do that more when she comes over to the UK from the States, when we've rarely seen an appearance from her. A lot of the time she has almost like put the fake tan on. And there was a photograph that I saw on social media, and I'll put that up here, where she'd forgotten to fake tan her hands, and it just shows you how white that she really is.
Oh my Lord. No, I've got to keep it together. I've got to keep it together because, you know, it'll sound better if I can keep it together. She is unbelievable when, you know, how can this, you know, this statement be seen as anything other than racist, when coupled with a false narrative of Meghan getting a spray tan, and to say there's this hand and it looks white. Was it Meghan's hand? We don't even know if it was Meghan's hand. But for those of us that have got eyes that aren't clouded with hatred, we can see that Meghan is mixed race and she's got a lovely tan. I mean, how would this woman, I'm just going to call her this woman, feel if people assumed that she sprayed herself with flour and water to get her pasty complexion? How would she feel?
Will I ever look in the mirror and like what I see? Not just the person I've turned out to be. I can't see the youthfulness, fun and desire, the passion, the hope, the love and the fire. Where has the spark gone that burned deep within? The trust and the faithfulness, the striving to win, the need to be greater, triumphant and strong, fearless, exciting. Where has it all gone? Sad eyes ask questions, but nothing is told. I fear I am past it, just getting old. With nothing to show apart from my rhyme, a lifetime of weakness, regret, wasted time.
So obviously her face was all fake tanned, but her hands were not. And now look, okay, this might just be that she likes to wear fake tan every now and again, or she likes to go on.
Stop with the fake tan. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I need to find another word. I must find another word.
A sunbed every now and again, nothing wrong with that. But I am noticing a pattern, and given the fact that she is a narcissist, and given the fact that she is desperate to cling on to.
Here we go with the narcissist tag again. Every single video that this psychologist puts up, she uses that word. She uses the word narcissist. I'm beginning to think, Missy, that you may be the narcissist. That's what I'm beginning to think. How does that feel?
The only, in a way, the only fan base that she's got seem to be women of colour.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You didn't say that. I'll tell you what, we're going to go back over that. We're going to go back over that because I can't believe she just said that.
That she is desperate to cling on to. The only, in a way, the only fan base that she's got seem to be women of colour, or men of colour, should I say. And that is predominantly the cult squad seem to be, whenever I've had any interactions with them, I'm not saying that there are not other people that are fans of theirs, but predominantly they do seem to be, you know, women of colour or men of colour.
I want to find out where she's getting this from. I want to find out where it's been said or it's been shown, because we do need to have evidence. When we make claims like this, you need to produce the evidence. It's no good just looking on Quora or on Reddit for your racist remarks. Let's see the statistics. Don't just sit there throwing out things like that when they're unfounded. It's disgusting. Oh God, no, I'm not going to say disgusting anymore for at least 5 minutes, guys. Wish me luck.
She seems to want to cling on to this. So this tactical move of her wearing fake tan in a way to create her skin to be darker than what it is, in my opinion, a tactical move for her in trying to be manipulative.
Ah. Oh Lord. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Like I say, I could be wrong on that one, but
you're very wrong.
I feel that
You're very wrong. Take it from me. You're very wrong. And you shouldn't really be allowed to put it out. Your thoughts, your psychoanalysis to 54,000 people. I'm really trying hard not to say disgusting, guys. It's hard.
So the biggest thing for me, aside from the fact they've turned up here anyway, which I'm going to get,
I think it's quite interesting that she keeps saying they turned up. Like, what? They just sort of rolled in off the streets, yeah? They weren't invited, no. I think that's why she's saying they turned up. That's when she says they turned up, she's implying that they just sort of, Gatecrashed Jamaica. Okay, Missy, carry on.
Into is the fact that it wasn't that long ago that Harry turned up to pick up an award.
Okay, again, he's turned up for this award. Yeah, he just turned up, guys. He didn't, get an invite to it like everybody else did. No, he just turned up. Okay, no wonder. That's a good way to stop that video there with that face. I suggest she keeps that face forever. so that we can't hear any more of this vitriol coming out of her mouth.
For the legend of aviation, and we all know how we feel about that.
No, we all know how you feel about that. We know how you feel about it. Not we all know how we feel about that. Okay? That's your thoughts on it. There's a big difference.
But she couldn't go because there was a sick child at home, allegedly, because I don't believe the children are with them.
Yeah, well, I don't believe you've got a brain in your head. I honestly don't. I think you're so full of jealousy and angst and hatred for these two people that you can't even say their name without rolling your eyes. Now that tells me something. Okay, and I'm not a psychologist. There is something seriously wrong with this obsessed woman. And that is why I'm calling her out, and I'm going to continue to do it without saying disgusting too often.
But yet they've made a surprise visit, and it has been noted that the media are putting out the word surprised, a surprise visit, which then tells us that this wasn't planned.
Does it? Does that tell you that then, yeah? So if I hold a surprised birthday party for one of my kids, it wasn't planned. Yeah? Okay, carry on.
So I feel that this was an intentional move, and it probably wasn't something, because I've seen that people said, oh, this was planned well in advance. I don't believe, I mean, the premiere obviously was, but I don't believe them turning up to the premiere was something that was planned well.
Okay, so again, they're just turning up, guys. They're just turning up. So, but it wasn't planned. Okay, there's this big premiere in Jamaica. I wish I could have gone. There's a big premiere in America, but Harry and Meghan, no, they didn't get an invite. They just turned up, just waltzed in off the plane, from the airport. Yeah, all right.
Well in advance. I feel they possibly found out about it and they've decided to go. But it's interesting how she cannot go an hour or so to attend an award to support her husband, but she can attend a premiere with her husband and leave again these alleged children at home. Now,
yeah, keep calling them alleged. And I'll tell you what, I'll keep calling you an alleged psychologist, shall I? Yeah, because I don't believe that you're a psychologist. So I'm going to call you an alleged psychologist. Okay? See how you like it.
It's a difficult one for me because I do not believe that these children are with them. I really, really don't.
Yeah, we've heard that. I don't know how. I don't know how often she uploads. She uploads quite regularly, and she just continually goes over the same points. The children aren't real. They're using somebody else's children. Megan's this, Megan's that. The same crap over and over again. So let's move on from there because I don't want to hear all that. I want to hear the bit about Jamaica.
I literally will stake my reputation on the fact that I do not.
What reputation? You got a reputation? Because from where I'm standing, I can't see that you've got a good reputation because you're an alleged psychologist who's now pretending she's a alleged analyst. Yeah, we're alleged everywhere, guys.
Not believe they have children living with them. And the fact that the media never seem to call them out on the fact that they are always going away from their children. We never see them together as a family, but we are always seeing them away from their children.
That's not true. I frequent Twitter and there were recent pictures of them. Can't remember where they were now. So yeah, that's not true. Little Miss Alleged. Okay, they do have pictures of them. Why should they plaster pictures of their children everywhere when there's people like you who are going to knock them down? Why should they?
And again, we have another situation where it again hasn't been noted in the media that she couldn't be bothered to turn up to support her husband because it wasn't about her. But she's
right. So how do you know this? Because Cora told you, did they? Yeah? Well, it must be true then. Okay, carry on.
Quite happy to go to a premiere all the way in Jamaica, a premiere when her apparently alleged child has just been sick. So I'm guessing he recovered pretty quickly.
Apparently alleged child. Yeah, okay.
Then I say he could be the other one. I mean, well, I mean that's what's frustrating because I don't believe that these children are with them. So yeah, the fact that
it's just, I've just had a thought. It's just as well you don't believe it because otherwise you wouldn't have a channel, would you? Because your channel is all about ripping apart their private life, isn't it? So it's just as well you don't believe it. You'd still be trying to sort of, build a community where people believed that you were a psychologist, when in actual fact we know that you're only alleged.
that they've not been called out on the fact that they've got an alleged child at home that's supposedly poorly enough that she couldn't attend an award ceremony that would support her husband, because let's be honest, she never seems to support anything to do with Harry unless she can make it about her somehow. And if she
Really give an example of that then. Give an example.
you can't make it about her, then she's not coming. And that really is, in a sense, how narcissists work. If it's not going to be about me, if I can't draw the attention away and make it about me, then I'm not interested.
I will, before I get to this bit, I will have put up what a psychoanalysis does. And that's why I'm fairly certain that this alleged psychologist is also an alleged psychoanalyst. And the reason why I'm not even going to say the reason why. This is fairly evident by her her disdain and fabrications that she makes against Meghan.
So of course, and I've said before that she will try to take the attention away from Harry, even in a...
You say it every single video. Every single video. Can't you move on? Just move on.
And the fact that they went after William and Catherine, which I feel again was orchestrated by the way in the way that Harry and Meghan have I don't know, kind of attacked.
Yeah, you've got yourself all caught up in a big knot there, haven't you? Because you know that you're lying. You know that you're coming out with a whole load of crap. We all know that the trip that William and Kate took in 2022, and we're now in 2024, okay, the trip that they took was not welcomed by the Jamaicans, who see the royal family as being racist. But we're not going to mention that, are we? Let's not mention that, guys.
The royal family for this supposed racism, and then backtracked on it and then reinforced it again.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nobody backtracked on it. Their visit, William and Kate's visit, was a complete disaster. 100%. And one of the main reasons was because they knew that Jamaicans aren't stupid. They're my ancestors. And they know what the royal family have done, what these white supremacists have done to their land and to their ancestors. So to see William and Kate, who can't even come face to face with the crowds that came to see them, they had to, get the people to put their hands through the railings to shake them, to shake the royals' hands. And that was seen as very offensive to millions of people. So it doesn't matter how much you try and blow up their arse. The reality is it was a disaster. And they had to work very hard afterwards. The royals had to work very hard to undo that damage that was done by those two going to Jamaica. They didn't want them there. Nobody wanted them there, because they represent the British Empire that have destroyed so many people's lives, millions of people's lives. But we won't talk about that, will we, little Miss Alleged? No, of course we won't.
So, of course, it's going to make it seem that Harry and Meghan are really against racism, and they're even attacking their own family, standing up for what is right, which we know isn't true.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, really? So all the Jamaicans then, they're all a bit slow, are they? Yeah? All the Jamaicans, they they don't realise that, Meghan is fake, because she has to spray herself brown before she goes out. Does this woman listen to herself? Does she? I don't think she does.
Because in all fairness, like I say, the only person that's ever come out that we've seen publicly evidence of being racist is Harry. But yet...
Oh, really? Oh, really? What? Because he chose a very poor outfit to wear to a fancy dress party when he was about 17. Is that the best you can do? Carry on, Missy.
Somehow that just gets brushed aside with everyone, apart from anyone that wants to call him out on his actions. So they've turned up but done it also around the time when the king is about to go in for his operation, and of course the Princess of Wales is recovering after having an operation.
Oh, so they're really selfish as well. Of course they are, because the Princess of Wales has been so lovely to them, hasn't she? She's been absolutely wonderful to them. She's like you, twisted and bitter. And Charles, we all know, is a racist piece of shite. So, okay, carry on.
And the Prince of Wales is out of action because he's looking after his wife.
Well, that's a load of bull. He's looking after his wife. Are you kidding me? What with the nannies there and all the other staff in the house? Oh, stop it.
And so here these two are turning up somewhere which they know they're not
turning up. They're still turning up, guys. They're still turning up.
Stupid. I mean, all right, Harry can be a bit dim, but he's, at the end of the day,
that's it. Just keep throwing the digs. Yeah. And you're highly intelligent. Yeah, you're really highly intelligent. Alleged.
They know that what they do gets scrutinized. They know what happened to the Prince and Princess of Wales in Jamaica was awful, and the fact that Jamaica have said many, many times that they want to step away from the monarchy. They want to leave the Commonwealth. They've been doing this, I think, since about 1976.
I wonder why. Maybe you need to look up the history, not only of Jamaica, but of the other colonized countries. Maybe do that instead of focusing on two young royals that have done nothing to you. Maybe educate yourself, and then you may realize why Jamaicans and other colonized countries want absolutely nothing to do with the royal family. Ignorance is not bliss.
If they want to leave, good luck to them. I wish them all the best. If you feel that you can go it alone without any of the assistance from, the British or any of those things, then you know what? Who are we to say whether or not that's a good thing or not a good thing?
Oh, Lordy, Miss Claudia. How does she have the nerve? How does she have the nerve? Oh.
But the fact they've been saying this for a very long time, and apparently in April, and I want to make sure I get this right, I think in April it is coming up that they're going to be voting, I believe. So I don't know, maybe it's possible that they will. But here we have these two who have done nothing but attack
these two. Here we have these two that have shown more care, more genuine care about what the royal family have done in the past than you will ever understand, young lady. You will never understand it because you are so eaten up with anger and jealousy. I nearly said disgusting, but I stopped myself.
Royal family turning up to an event in Jamaica out of the blue. So not only, again, allegedly leaving their sick child at home, but going to a country that has attacked their own family and have said that they don't particularly like the monarchy.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why my ancestors don't like the royal family. I can't think of the... Oh, no, it's no good. I'm going to have to go and study that. I've no idea.
For what reason? To turn up to a premiere. Have they ever been to Jamaica? No, probably not.
I think you'll find that they both have. Maybe go back to Cora, or maybe, have a look at Reddit. Probably say it on there somewhere.
And I'm sure it's possibly going to come out that she's now got roots as a Jamaican. She's got heritage there, or maybe even Harry will think he has. Who knows?
Oh my God, this woman is just so racist. Don't ever let me see her in the street, ever.
But I just find it appalling that these two do nothing but show how much disdain they have for the royal family. Because, and here's the thing, if they genuinely cared about the family, even Harry, because Meghan, we can just put Meghan to one side because she is a narcissist and she...
Yeah, and so are you. Right. I've now gone much further than I thought I would. So I don't want to make these too long because they take a while to edit. So I think I'm gonna finish very, very soon when she's finished with this load of rubbish that she's talking. And the next video, I'm definitely going to be dealing with the fabricated case of Lilibet. So let's just hear the last load of tripe that little Miss Alleged is going to come out with.
He's going to do whatever it takes to be front and center. So anything Meghan does at this point, I am not surprised at all.
No, of course you're not.
But I think what saddens me the most, and I imagine, and I do really feel for the royal family, is the fact that Harry knows his father is not well. He knows that his sister-in-law is not well. And so it doesn't occur to him that actually the timing of this is really quite bad. And
it's all their fault. It's all their fault. How dare they? How dare they go about their lives?
Do something along these lines is just really petty and vindictive.
Okay, so they're being petty and they're being vindictive now. Okay. I wonder how they would have been treated had they have flown back to England and to visit Harry's father in the hospital, and also, you know, to visit poor Kate in the hospital. How do you think they would have been received? Eh?
Is going to cause upset. But let's be honest, the fact that they did the Oprah interview whilst that his grandfather was dying in hospital, and the fact that he didn't particularly care about his grandmother's legacy being called out for racism.
I do love it when these pasty-faced British women who live in a country with systemized racism that runs through it and has affected every single one of us. I do love it when people try and deny that fact. Something that they will never, ever understand because they've never had to live with it. So, yeah, you carry on.
And the multiple lies and things that he said in his book. So, yeah, actually, no, I'll be that surprised that Harry has decided to do something quite hateful and spiteful against the royal family, because it is against the royal family.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Okay, guys, I'm going to edit this up now. Hopefully get it up for you in the next day or so, because I'm trying to sort of keep these going quite regularly. So yeah. Oh, dearie me. It's actually hard for me to react to somebody as spiteful and nasty and racist as this. It is quite hard for me. If you look at the other videos on my channel, when I do reactions, I like to throw in a bit of humor so that people can have a bit of giggle. I can't with this. I can't with this woman. I just can't. This alleged psychotherapist. No. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then please give a like to the video and share it, you know, share it around, and also subscribe to my channel, and look out for the next one. I'm hoping to get, you know, at least one a week out. So you take care of yourselves out there, guys, because it's a rotten old world. And let's get this one off. Oh, thank God she's gone. Anyway, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.